Sitting out here on my back porch. And I said, man, let me get on here and speak on trust and how trust builds the armor of God. You're protected more when you are trusted. When you are trusted, you are protected more. And you're a trusted individual. When you're a trusted person in everything that you do, um, it comes with a hidden respect. Even in the spirit world, the spirit world thinks higher of the person that's trusted in the physical world. That's how it works. And I can give, and of course, through this thing that I'm doing right now, I'm going to give certain scenarios that pertain to matters of trust and where trust is the cornerstone of everything that really matters in this world. So let's go into it. We can go into matters of marriage, matters of business, and matters of friendship. Just remember those. So let's go into marriage. Show me a marriage that has no trust, and I'll show you a marriage that's already on life support. Like you cannot cheat on your spouse, um, implement the biggest form of betrayal, and then say you should get over that. That was a long time ago, and it'd be like 3 months. And you want them to get over the ultimate betrayal. You want your spouse, the person that you married and said that you was gonna honor and protect, and then they sit here and they feel unprotected and they don't feel safe because they don't trust you. Because you, like, okay, when someone cheats on you, right? What happens to you personally is it implements these feelings of anger, feelings of betrayal, like you feel like you were sleeping right next to the enemy. That's how far it is when you lose trust over cheating, especially like people that have been married a long time. The person just been cheating a long time and they didn't know. It'd be like how I describe it is old new news. It's old. Yeah, it might be old to you, homeboy, because you stopped doing it, but it's new to me. All new news. That's how it be in a relationship, man, when you find out somebody done cheated on you and they might have cheated on you a year ago. It's old new news, brand. It's old to you, but it's new news to me. Old new news. So that's one way of losing trust through marriage. When you cheat on somebody, or you steal money in the marriage, or you like just do something backhanded in the marriage. These things can set the marriage on a pace to lose trust. When you lose trust, man, the marriage over. Get out of here. Let's move on to the second thing in business. Let's say you go into business with someone and you're out here and you're not protecting the business. You're not protecting the business name. You're out here doing things crazy with the money. Um, you're getting arrested. You're doing coke in the bathroom, and it's making the company look bad. But you're in business with this person. You are locked and key. Y'all 50-50. If you lose trust in that business relationship, this can be the dissolving of a business because the trust is not there anymore. Like, okay, we went into partnership. You said you was gonna be this particular way, but you out here looking like this. That person that we said we would not be. And businesses can't thrive, man, when there's no trust, man. You feel like you can't even talk to this person. Like, man, I don't even know who you are. Hey, y'all, I'm outside and it's mosquitoes. Charge it to my life. Anyways, let me keep on talking, man, before those mosquito get by my ear again. But anyway, this is the second form of how you can lose trust in business. Hey, man, I didn't went into business with people. Man, I remember I went into business. We started a personal injury clinic, and the person that I went into a busy business um, personal injury clinic with, I did not know that my brother had a drinking problem. Sure did. Had a good old drinking problem. And when we got into business, he was drinking on the job, man. He was like drunk all the time and we weren't making no money. And man, the business dissolved quick, man, because you start putting energy into it, especially when you get past the high of starting a business. And now it's not making money like you thought it was. You thought the dollars was gonna roll in, and it don't really happen like that. It's not that type of business. It's like a more of a okay, you casting a net, but you're gonna get paid in the future type business. So you're gonna have to pay bills till you get paid out. And then sometimes you find out the payout ain't nothing. So in business, man, when you lose trust, man. So I had a business partner that was a drunk. He was going through some things personally that shined into the business, man. And just, it really became a bad scene, man. And we really ended up losing, well, I ended up losing a lot of money doing this particular business. But let me move on. The third place, and I'm just going on three things tonight: marriage, business. This last one is friendships. What happens when you betray trust in friendships? Um, Friendships are important, man, in our lives, man, and it's really important to not abuse friendships, but also not to lose trust, man, of a really, really good friend because you done did some out of character stuff. So friendships being important, man, with trust. Man, I'd had some friends that had lied on me. Like, damn. And then the person come like, hey man, so and so that said something about you, man. I'd be like, what? About me? Like, damn. I thought brother had some respect for me. Brother ain't got no respect for me. And then the friendship loses trust, man, because you find out a friend is talking behind your back. And the friendship loses trust, man, you be like, and you feel betrayed, man. It's like one of the grandest betrayals, man, when somebody present themselves to be one way and then you find out it's another way. Like it be people that be friends with somebody to have sex with their spouses. Craziness. Betraying the friendship, and the friendship be really important, but they just can't get over the lust in their body to not have sex with this particular person. And the Bible it teaches, man, um, if we have sex with our neighbors, man, we can ruin our community, man. And we preach that in our music. And really it's destroying our community because there's a lot of side chicks out here. It's a lot of side dudes. And they happy with the side roll. They happy with just getting a piece of something and not a whole. And now your relationships don't have any trust. Nobody trusts nobody in a relationship. They be like, nah, man. When I talk to people about marriage, the first thing they say about marriage is, but what if they cheat on me? Count it all joy that you found out and you can move on to somebody that really like you. I don't know. What you want me to do? So what I'm just saying is this third one, betraying trust in a friendship, man, is damaging because the person that betrayed the trust, man, they really be wanting that friendship back. But even if you apologize, it never go back to how it was because that person can't get over the betrayal of you being a certain way. So betrayal of a friendship, man, is another just like a form, you know, another form of like broken trust, man. Like when you feel that betrayal, man, it's like, man, I trusted this person. You start going back around to who you had this person around. Like, man, I had this person around my wife. I had this person around my children. I had this person around my grandmother. I had this person around. You start going back through this. That's what happens when trust is betrayed, man. People start going back through their whole time with you. Like, okay, I met him here. Man, you go through a whole timeline. Like, this thing be real. When somebody that betrayed you, man, you go back like, okay, let's walk this thing back through. When do we start seeing the signs? And then it hits you after the betrayal. This is when you finally get to see. You like, whoa, whole new world. This person been stealing from me the whole time. This person been having sex with my spouse, man. This person been, and that's what happens when friends, and when you married to somebody and they your spouse, man, they sleeping right next to you. These people can kill you off just as fast as you can snap your fingers, man, to the beat. And people treat this thing very, very lightly, like somebody can't do something to you. But when trust is betrayed, man, in marriage and business and in relationships with friends, telling you, man, trust is very, 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 very important. Trust is so, 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 so important. People don't really value trust anymore. But I'm telling you, man, when you will have a trusted name, when you have a trusted brand, like imagine like Nikes. You don't have to think about buying a Nike. You don't have to think about buying um, Little Debbie's snack cakes. You don't have to think about, you don't think about certain things, trusted brands. You you don't have to think about certain businesses that like when people think about Nvidia, it's a trusted name. When people think about Apple as a company, it's a trusted brand. It's a trusted name. It stood the test of time. That's how trust works. When you've been in a marriage for a long time and a marriage does not have that, a broken trust, and they can just remain growing together, man, it's a beautiful thing. And I think today people take that for granted and people betray trust. And if they betray trust, they want it back the way that it was. And the thing is, it never go back to the way it was. It's just a watered down version of whatever it was supposed to be. Remember that. The people who made it to the end of this video. Remember that after you betray trust, the real thing way, and then you get a watered down version of whatever it's gonna be. Peace out.